What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up ThinkorSwim for day trading in 2026. But real quick, if you guys do find value in today's video, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. I have over 1,400 videos on this channel teaching you on how to trade for completely free. Plus, I live trade every single day, Monday through Friday here on YouTube for completely free. So again, subscribe, but let's hop into it. All right, so by default, when you open your ThinkorSwim, it's going to look just like this. So I'm going to show you guys how to set up the chart where I do my main technical analysis, another chart setup that I have to monitor the overall market, and then my main screen where I execute. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is head on over here. In my opinion, you don't really need any of this besides the watch list. So if you want to delete some of these, all you need to do is find this button right here and then go down to where it says delete gadget and make sure to click that. And you can see that it just removed that. We're going to do it again on this Trader TV. We're going to keep the watch list and then we're going to delete this quick chart. Now, the reason why I keep the watch list is just in the morning, I flip through all the stocks that I like to day trade: SPY, QQQ, Apple, Amazon, etc. So go ahead and just add all of those to your watch list. And that's pretty much all you need. If you want to add other watch lists or any other gadgets, you're going to go down here and find this plus button. It's going to say add gadget, click on that, and then you can see we have multiple different things that we can add. Again, personally, I only do watch lists over here, but there's a number of different things that you can add. So now hopping on over here to the chart, you want to go up here to where it says monitor, trade, analyze, and you want to find charts. Then from there, you want to click on where it says charts. Now you want to head on over here to where it says enter symbol. And for now, we're just going to type in SPY. Now, by default, the chart is very ugly. And to make the chart even larger, go over here to where this arrow is by the watch list and just click on that. If you want to bring your watch list back out, again, find the arrow and click on it. And again, if you want to put it away, boom. But anyways, like I said, the default chart is very ugly. So the first thing that we're going to do is customize how this looks. So to do that, you want to head up here to where it says chart settings, click on the settings button, and then you want to find appearance, and then you want to click on that. Now, the main thing I do not like is the grid. So you want to find this button way down here. It says grid, and then this is going to be checked. You want to make sure to uncheck it. Now, as far as the volume, it's really up to you, the color that you put, but I like to set my volume as the same color. So you want to find where it says volume bars, color as symbol ticks. And again, make sure that is selected. Now, as far as the actual candles themselves, it's up to you. I like to have my green candles filled. So where it says fill up, make sure that's selected. And I'm going to go ahead and make my green candles a little brighter. So to do that, you want to head up here to where it says border up, click on that, click the green color, and then click more. Now from here, you can see we have a lot of different colors. I'm going to go ahead and just choose this one right here and then hit OK. Now you want to head down to where it says fill up. Again, click the same button, click more, and then again, we're going to choose the same bright color green. And now you can see that we have brighter green candles. Now I want to do the same thing for the red candles. Again, hit the red where it says border down, head down to where it says more, and then I'm going to do this red right here, hit OK. We're going to do the same thing, find fill down, click that red, go down to more, and then select this red. And then again, hit OK, and then hit apply. So you can see how the chart now looks very different. In my opinion, way better. But again, you can play around and customize this however you want. Now, the other thing I do not like about the default chart is there's no space between price action and the price axis right here. So what we want to do is go over here to where it says time axis, find expansion area. By default, it's going to be 0. What we want to do is change this to at least 10 and then hit apply. So now you can see that we have that space between price and then this axis right here. Again, personal preference. I just don't like when it's super close. And then just go ahead and hit OK. Now, again, this is going to be the main screen that I do my charting on. So the only indicator I have is going to be the 21 exponential moving average. And the way to do that is find this beacons icon right here. It's going to say edit studies. Go ahead and click on that. Now what we want to do is type in EXP, look a few down, and it's going to say moving average exponential. Click on that and then click add selected. Now to make this to 21 EMA, again, find where it says moving average exponential and find the settings button right here. Now go ahead and click on this settings button and find where it says length. Now, by default, the length is going to be 9. We are going to change this to 21. And then I personally make my 21 EMA white. So to change the color, go down here to where it says color. By default, it's going to be this bright blue. And then just change it to white. Now we can make this line a little thicker. So what you want to do if you want to make the line thicker is find where it says width and change it to 2. If you want to customize how the line is, whether it be dots, dashes, that's going to be under style, or there's other ways that you can customize it here. But I'm personally just going to keep a solid line with a width of 2. And again, I'm going to make it white. So all you have to do is hit OK and then go down here to apply. And now you can see that we have our exponential moving average on the chart. Another thing that you actually can do if you want your chart to be even more clean and get rid of these red lines and then these dividends here, actually go back to settings. Now to get rid of these red lines right here, go to time axis and then go down here to where it says display. You can see that we have show rollover lines, show expiration Friday, show year marking lines. Just go ahead and unselect all of these and then again hit apply. Now you can see they're gone and it's just a chart. Now, as far as some of the things that I would change when it comes to charting, first is going to be your support and resistance line. So to pull that up, you want to go all the way down here to the bottom right where it says active tool and then click on that. Now you want to head up here to this dollar sign with the line under it. It's going to say price level. Click on that and then just double click anywhere on your chart. Usually by default, it's going to be like a little red line that looks kind of just like this. So the way that you're going to change that is by right clicking on that line and then going to edit properties. First thing that you want to do is find left expansion and you want to make sure that you turn that on. Now, as far as the color, when it comes to plotting my levels, I keep them white. When it comes to supply and demand, obviously I'll change them to a different color. If you want to learn about supply and demand, I'll be leaving those links down in the description. But typically I will keep it this solid white. Style is just going to be a solid line, and then again, if you want to change the width, you can, but make sure that you click save as default and then hit OK. So now every time you draw these, it's going to draw as solid white lines. And to delete anything off your chart, just right click on the chart, find where it says clear drawing set, click on that and then click yes. Now, the other thing that you want to change, because Fibonacci retracements is a huge part of my trading strategy, again, go down here to the active tools, click on that and then find this percentage sign where it says Fibonacci retracements. Click on one spot of the chart and then drag it to another spot and then click again. By default, it's very ugly. So again, what we want to do is we want to right click on it and we want to hit edit properties. Now from here, you want to unselect everything from 0, 0.236, 0.382. You want to keep the 0.5, the 0.618, but then delete the 0.786, 1, 1272, 1618, 2618, and 4236. Then you want to find your 50% retracement, go to the color, and I personally make mine green. As far as the 61.8, I make it this yellow right here. Go ahead and hit save and then hit OK. Now, whenever you draw your Fibonacci retracements, you don't have a bunch of lines going through your chart. So that is pretty much everything when it comes to this chart right here. Again, this is the main chart that I use for doing my actual charting for the day. But now, as far as how I watch the overall market, what we want to do, again, stay in the charts tab, but you want to find this button right here that says flexible grid, and you want to make sure to click on that. And real quick, I do want to give a word from today's sponsor, Take Profit Trader. If you're looking for a prop firm with no consistency rule, no activation fees, no minimum days traded to get your payouts, then make sure to check out Take Profit Trader. Personally, Take Profit Trader is my favorite prop firm. I've traded with many of them. I've gotten many payouts from all these prop firms, but in my honest opinion, Take Profit Trader is the best, and it's the one that I personally like the most. So if you want to check out Take Profit Trader, I'll be leaving a link to that down in the description, but make sure to use code Brandon in all caps, BRANDON, for 40% off and also no activation fee. But let's hop back into the video. Now, by default, it's going to look like this. What we want to do is we want to add another chart to the right. So go down to the bottom right chart, find the second button right here that has the plus sign to the right of it, and then click on that. That's going to add a chart. Now we're going to do the same thing up here. Find this second button, the one with the plus sign to the right, click it again, and then click it again. If you want to delete any of these, all you have to do is click the third button with the cross through it and it deletes it. Personally, I have 8, but it's personal preference on how many you have. Now, I also use 3 different monitors. So again, you might have to customize it depending on how many monitors you have. But when it comes to the 8 charts, I have them on my left screen. So what we want to do to be able to put this on a different monitor is we want to go up here and find this button that says Show Actions Menu and click on that. Now you want to find this button that says Detach and we want to select that. So this is going to pop up the charts on a different window. That way you can put it on a different screen. Now, as far as how I have all of this set up, on the two right charts, I have the ES futures and I have the NASDAQ futures. First, we're going to set up this ES chart, and I'm going to show you how to save it. That way you can apply it to all these other charts. But let's go ahead and go back to our main chart, which is going to be right here. All you have to do is pull up your windows and then select the main chart. And what we're going to do is we're going to right click, we're going to go down to style, and then we're going to find save style. Now we're going to name this new chart setup, and then we're going to select include patterns and study set, and then we're going to hit save. Now we want to go back to the window with the 8 charts. We want to right click on the S&P chart and we want to go down to style. From here, we want to go down to load style and we want to find new chart setup. And we want to select that. And by default, it's going to change the chart for us and it's going to put on that 21 exponential moving average. Now, as far as intraday trading, there are 2 different indicators that I use, the VWAP as well as the 8 exponential moving average. So we want to go up here to where it says edit studies. We want to click on that beacon and we want to type in EXP. Again, find moving average exponential, hit add selected, find the settings button right here, and we want to change the length to 8. Now, personally, I just make my color this purple pink. Again, make the width 2 and then hit OK. Now go back over here and find VWAP and type in VWAP. It's going to be the second one right here and then click add selected. Now go into the VWAP settings and we want to find upper band. Click on that upper band and go over here to where it says show plot. You want to make sure to uncheck that, uncheck show bubble, and uncheck show title. Same thing with the lower band. Uncheck show plot, uncheck show bubble, uncheck show title. Now go back into VWAP, find the color, and make it this orange right here. And again, you can make the width 2, click OK, and then hit apply. Now, when it comes to trading, the way that you're going to change the time frame is simply finding it up here right next to the settings button. By default, it should be on the daily, so it should say a D. But go ahead, click on that, and then we're going to change it to the 5-minute time frame right here. So this is how my intraday chart looks. So now what we're going to do to pop this up on every other chart, again, right click, go to style, and then we're going to find save style. And then let's just name it 8 chart. Again, hit include patterns and study set, and then hit save. So now from here, go down to the NASDAQ one, go to style, find load style, and then choose 8 chart. Now you can see all the indicators as well as the chart is now pulled up. And then from here, let's just type in random stocks like AMD, Apple, Nvidia, Google, Tesla, and Microsoft. Now all we have to do on every chart is right click, go to style, load style, 8 chart. And there you go. That's how you get everything pulled up on these charts at once. That way you don't have to manually go through, change every single chart, add the indicators over and over. As long as you save them in a study set and include the patterns and indicators, it just takes a few clicks of a button to get them all pulled up. But like I said, this chart goes on my left screen. This is how I monitor the overall market. So let's go ahead and move this over there. And now I'm going to show you guys how I set up my main chart for day trading. So again, what we want to do is we want to go into charts. We want to find flexible grid and we want to click on that. Now from here, we're going to make some changes. We're going to get rid of all of these besides 2 for the time being. So now we have a chart that looks just like this. Now what we want to do is head on over here to the second chart and we want to hit this add button to the right. And then we want to add one below, which is going to be this first button right here. Now to get rid of these buttons, head on over here to the show grid actions button. Click on that and then uncheck customize grid. So now that those are gone, let's just go ahead and type in SPY on these 2 charts right here. Now what we want to do is link these 2 charts. So to link them, what we have to do is find this button right here that says symbol link. It's right next to the symbol icon, but symbol links. And what we're going to do is make both of these blue. So we're going to choose blue right here. And then we're going to do the same over here. Now let's go ahead and change this left chart to the 5-minute time frame. Again, find where it says D, select a 5-minute. On the second chart, we're going to go to a 15-minute. So again, find D and then change it to a 15-minute. Now let's right click on this chart, go to style, load style, and then pull up 8 chart. So again, we got our VWAP, 8 EMA, 21 EMA, and then we're going to do the same thing over here, right click, load style, 8 chart. Now by linking these 2 charts, whenever I change one of them, the other one is going to change as well. As you can see, I'm typing in AMD, Amazon, Google, every time it's switching. Even if I do it over here, if I change it to Tesla, it's switching. So I'm looking at the same chart, just one on a 5-minute time frame and the other on a 15-minute time frame. Now, as far as this one down here, again, find the symbol link, click on that, and then select the same color, which is going to be blue. Right click, load style, and then choose 8 chart. Now, personally for me, what I do is I set this either at a 1-minute time frame or a 2-minute time frame. So to go to a 2-minute, all you have to do is hit time frame, and then you can change the time frame to 2-minute right there, and then hit OK. Now, personally on this chart, the only indicator I have is going to be VWAP. So to delete indicators or to hide them, again, find your indicators button where it says edit studies, this beacon icon right here. Click on that, and then I'm just going to go ahead and hide them. So I'm going to hit that eyeball on both 21 and 8 EMA, and then hit apply. Now the only thing I have is VWAP. Pretty much what I use a 2-minute time frame for is sniper entries. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is based on higher time frame analysis and then using the 5 and 15 minute to help confirm an entry. But the 2-minute is for sniper entries. Now, as far as how I actually get in and out of these trades, we need to set up an active trader. So to set up active trader, let's go up here to this top right chart and let's type in Apple. Now you want to find this sidebar right here. By default, it has chart. So you want to find this one right here. It's going to say active trader. It's the third one down, and then click on that and then uncheck chart. Now to pull up options, all you need to do is go up here to the symbol icon. Currently it says Apple, but you want to hit this drop down button here and then find options, and you can type in whatever stock that you want to trade options on. So since we have Tesla pulled up, let's type in TSLA, and you can see that we have all of our option contracts right here. So if you wanted to trade calls, those are going to be on the left. If you wanted to trade puts, those are going to be on the right. Your strike price is going to be right here. So let's go ahead and pull up the 435 calls. So now we have the 435 calls pulled up. As far as some customization that you have to make to your active trader, go here to where your settings button is, configure buttons, click on that. You want to take your auto send on and off and drag this up and put it right under flatten. And actually what you can do is remove flatten and remove reverse as well. So just click on them and remove item. And then also find your quantity with buttons and drag that up as well, and then hit OK. So now from here, this is how you're going to customize how many options you're buying. If you want to buy 3, then set it at 3. If you want to buy 5, set it at 5, 30, 50, etc. But you can do all of that right here. Now, personally, for me, I only buy market and sell market. If the spreads are too wide, then I simply just won't trade it. But if you're buying the ask or trying to sell the bid, it's a limit order in the market and you can very easily get skipped. So that's why I personally buy market and sell market. Then the only other thing you need to have on is auto send. But once you hit buy market, it's going to go through. So you can see it set my order. Obviously the market is closed, so it's not going to go through, but that's all you have to do. And then if you wanted to sell market, you hit sell market, and that's how you're going to get in and out of trades. So now this one goes on my middle monitor. The way that we are going to put this on the middle is by, again, finding the show actions menu. Click on that, find this button that says detach and click on detach, and then simply just drag it onto the middle monitor. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just delete everything on this one since we already popped it out and put it on a different screen. So find this button, customize grid, and we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna delete all of this. I guess we'll just keep this one. But that's how I set up my ThinkorSwim. So again, I'm doing all of my charting here on the higher time frames. This middle monitor is going to be where I'm actively trading. 5-minute time frame, 15-minute, 2-minute, and then my active trader. And then to monitor the overall market, I have this one right here with the futures, and then whatever stocks I decide to have pulled up. So if this video did help you and you did gain value, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. Again, 1,400 videos on this channel teach you on how to trade for completely free, but I also live trade here on YouTube every single day. So subscribe. Other than that, everybody have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.